Slow down in construction zones or get a ticket in the mail. That is the new warning from the Colorado Department of Transportation and Colorado State Patrol.
Yeah, the state getting ready to launch its first ever mobile speed cameras on our highways, interstates. It's all possible thanks to a law passed in 23 that recently went into effect. Dylan Thomas, your reporter in northern Colorado, has been following the growing pains on the roadways. And Dylan, you first warned us about this plan months ago.
Yeah, just a couple months ago, we were talking about how there was this testing phase for these cameras in hopes that they would one day drastically slow down traffic in construction zones on stretches of highways and interstates like this one right here behind me. Well, now the day has arrived. CDOT has officially installed their first set of cameras along Highway 119. That's between Longmont and Boulder, and soon citations will be issued.
Crashes are increasing, speeds are rising, and people are being seriously hurt or killed in areas where enforcement is difficult.
Which is why Highway 119, also known as the Diagonal Highway, is now retrofitted with speed cameras as drivers approach construction zones.
Speed limits aren't suggestions, they're the law. Automated speed enforcement gives us a powerful, objective, and consistent way to address dangerous driving behavior before it results in a tragedy.
Some of the cameras are fixed in, others are mobile, but all are found 300 feet after mandated photo enforcement warning signs.
We have seen a high rate of fatalities within work zones.
Both CDOT and CSP say, for the first time, these cameras give them the ability to conduct enforcement where otherwise troopers couldn't logistically or safely pull people over due to barriers.
Our data shows that more than 60% of drivers are speeding through work zones, and 11% of those are going over 10 miles an hour over that speed limit.
Our construction crews are out in the field every day working on these critical safety and mobility improvements, and speeding drivers put their lives and the lives of all other roadway users at risk.
CDOT says these cameras aren't about punishment or profits, but rather prevention.
But it's meant to gain the attention of drivers.
So you might be wondering, how does this work? Well, you pass through one set of cameras, they log your license plate. Then you keep driving and you pass through a second set of cameras, and they once again stop the timer from when you first started. Then a math equation is done by the robot in the camera, and it's able to tell the average speed you were going. If it was more than 10 miles an hour over the speed limit, then you can expect a citation. There is a 30-day warning period going on right now. You get the access to one warning, and if you do it a second time, the citation will even show up earlier. Reporting live, Dylan Thomas covering Colorado First.
All right, we have been warned.
Yeah,
right,
pay attention.
Thanks, Dylan. Dylan lives and works in northern Colorado. He is your reporter, so send your tip through cbscolorado.com. Call the tips line, 863-TIPS, or email him at yourreporter@cbs.com. Your story, super important, and your reporter wants to share it.